This weekend my family and I came to the Salzkammergut, a region of Austria very close to Salzburg. We're going to spend 2 days cycling around the lakes, and if you stay tuned you'll also find out what is the amazing place behind me. Let's go! We are in St. Gilgen back there for lunch, and now in the afternoon we go along the St. Wolfgang See. I don't know if we managed to cross on the other side of the lake. We are now crossing the Wolfgang See, and this is St. Wolfgang back there. We slept once in the St. Peter Hotel, and now we crossed St. Wolfgang. That's the famous church. Stop at the playground with a very big swing, the one back there. My daughters went crazy. Pronti, attenti, via! Sui piedoni! This is the path that connects the Wolfgang See to Bad Ischl, where we will stop for an ice cream, I think, and then we continue to Hallstatt. Funny, they are going with the pony along the river, and they're not that even the young the girls, they were like teenager girls. And now we are getting in Bad Ischl. There is this very small cycling route. We now got to Bad Ischl, we are in the center. And I think we will continue hopefully today. We still have about 3-4 hours of time. This is the pretty cool park and Congress Center of Bad Ischl with nice flowers. And I thought it was a good idea to put a car exposition or exhibition right in front of the villa. Going from Bad Ischl to Hallstatt, there are a couple of villas that look like the one from the witches. We made it to the Hallstatt See. We wanted to stay in Hallstatt for the night, but there was only one hotel, one room for 450 euro. They didn't want to come down with the price. So we are gonna stay in Obertraun, which is on the south side. And now we do still in the evening the east side of Hallstatt, or the Hallstatt See. Awesome part of the trail. It's like this, very small, narrow road. This is the coolest part so far, I think, in this small walking path, but it is actually a bicycle route. It is marked as the number 2 of Austria Salzkammergut. And that back there is Hallstatt from the other side of the lake. And we made it to Obertraun. The east side of the Hallstatter See is absolutely legendary. And here we made it to the Obertraunhof, which is our hotel for tonight. This is the terrace of the hotel, very nice. It is a 2 stars, but okay, the price is not a 2 stars, it's like 250 per night for the 4 of us. But it's very nice, I think I would have rated it much higher. 6:15 on Sunday morning, and while the family is sleeping, I'm gonna do a quick bicycle ride, maybe a little bit of walking. There's a beautiful pond close to the hotel called Koppelwinkel Acke. got to the Aussee, which is magic, full mirroring effect. I'm doing the round of the Aussee and the view is pretty awesome. Back there is the Dachstein Massiv. I'm not sure if there is a way around the lake on the side here that you see. That's it. There is a way down to the lake. I still don't know if there's a way around the lake. Totally awesome path along the lake. Back to the hotel, 42k, and it's 9 a.m. or 9:30. Now breakfast, shower, and then we get going toward Hallstatt. Here behind me is Hallstatt, the most photographed place in Austria, I think. If you Google Austria and the images, I think you will find Hallstatt from the other side. So. And we go for a motorboat tour around the lake. Get back there, the blue one is ours. After I tour with the boat, which I can absolutely recommend, it's the best view I've seen for Hallstatt. There is a race, a running race here in the city, so quite a few people. Crazy view here in Hallstatt. This is an Ossari in Italian, where the people here from the village were buried and kept. The last one was in 1995, so not too long ago. And this is the most famous view of Hallstatt. You see pictures of this place all over the place. Took a train from the Salzkammergut to the Ebensee, which is here behind, and now we go along the west coast of the lake to Gmunden, and then we see, not sure how we get back, it's a bit far, the car. And that is Traunkirche, that's a monastery. We're gonna go there for ice cream. This behind me is the Johannesberg Kapelle, which is the one that I could see before from the road. This is the church of the Traunkirchen Abbey with this interesting pulpit here in the shape of a boat. Coming to an end of the west coast of the lake. Soon it comes to Gmunden, and then we will have to decide what to do, but before there is the last highlight of the weekend. This behind me is the castle of Orta, very close to Gmunden. So this is the last highlight of the weekend before we take a train and go toward the car. So we took the train from Gmunden to Bad Ischl, and now we go back the same route where we came yesterday, from St. Gilgen to Bad Ischl. And almost reached St. Gilgen. We have the Wolfgang at our right. And back in St. Gilgen with a fantastic evening light and reflex. Hope you enjoy the trip. See you next time.